Tech, right now, Virginia Tech trying to get the ball out of the post players' hands and make the guys on the outside beat them.
However, the Hokies are drawing fouls, 10 team fouls against the Eagles, and back to the line is Jarrell Eddie.
I didn't want to talk about Eddie while he was at the free throw line, just to make sure I didn't take any part of that jinx thing.
This is not going to happen. We're not going to let that happen this afternoon. And Eddie, what a player for the Hokies here. Very important. Coach Johnson talked about he likes the energy from Eddie, but he wants him to step it up even more. C.J. Reed on the right side for Cleon Roberts and Georgia Southern. Driving, but a little bit out of control is Dunnigan. Gets the call, though.
And Dunnigan doing a great job taking advantage of the aggressiveness of Virginia Tech. As you see, Van Zergen jumps way out, and they run a slip, which is when a slip is basically when you fake the pick and roll, and you slip right to the basket. And a great job, great pass by Reed, putting his teammate right in the position where he's right at the basket, opportunity to score.
Dunnigan's first free throw attempt of the season doesn't go. And Brown returns for Marquise Rankin. There's the numbers for Dunnigan, a sophomore at 6'8" from Sumter. And the ball rolls out of bounds to the Hokies.
But you still have to be impressed with what Georgia Southern is doing here in the first half. And they're doing this really without their best player. Ferguson, who's on the bench with foul trouble, has 2 fouls. And Coach Young, still with the lead, is opting to keep him out right now to make sure he stays aggressive in the second half. But if they can maintain this lead, they will be in good shape going into halftime, especially with Ferguson getting back on the court.
Ball lost, though, and a steal for Cleon Roberts. Nice ball movement on the left side. Too hard for Bussey, though. And out of bounds. Coming up in just a few minutes on our ESPN 3 halftime report from Blacksburg, you'll see many of the Hokie basketball players' alums who were invited back to the campus this weekend. Also, Jimmy Dykes with Jarrell Eddie. In addition, we'll recap the first half. We'll also wind up the highlight reel and take a look at the stats as well. Coming up, stay tuned. Bainham gets another rebound. Gets the touch on the low blocks, backs it out to the wing. Roberts goes to Reed, and halfway through the shot clock, they'll reset. Reed past the trap, and the ball knocked out by Robert Brown.
And the great hands by Robert Brown, because if he doesn't get his hands on the basketball and Reed is able to complete that pass, you've got Roberts in the corner wide open for a three-pointer, and he's the guy that's really gotten hot and hurt Virginia Tech from the outside.
Dunnigan to inbound with 6 on the shot clock to Reed. Thinks about it from there and will fire. Can't get it to go, and here comes the Hokies transition. Jarrell Eddie for 3. 0 for 7 as a team now from downtown. And Bussey gets an and one the other way.
And you gotta like the play by Reed, kicking the ball ahead. And this was Kendall Marshall was so great at North Carolina last year, seeing one of your teammates ahead, throwing them the ball, giving them opportunity to score against a defense that's not set. And Reed doing a great job running the show for Georgia Southern right now and keeping them composed, especially by having Eric Ferguson on the bench, leaning on a number of other guys to score. And Georgia Southern doing a great job in this first half, continuing to hold Virginia Tech off. And not only that, Virginia Tech with only 23 points with 2.5 minutes left to go. The defense for Georgia Southern has truly been tremendous.
Georgia Southern are now 4 of 9 from the free throw line. Green with a 3-point attempt, but Van Zegeren gets the board. And there's Barksdale to clean it up again.
And another opportunity, second chance opportunity for C.J. Barksdale, and 3 opportunities on that possession by Virginia Tech. But what they're not doing from the perimeter on shooting the basketball, they are taking advantage of the interior on the offensive board.
Crowd getting into it, under 2 minutes left in the half. Looking for that Hokie comeback. Bussey tries to split the defense. Out of control, and it's a charge against Bussey, even though the basket went in.
Bussey does a great job avoiding the trap. However, whenever you leave your foot as a basketball, leave your feet as a basketball player on 1 foot, you have very little control as to where your body goes. And on that possession, Van Zegeren doing a great job positioning themselves to take a charge.
Hokies looking for the tie of the league. Green, free throw line. Eddie sets the feet. Misses again. Will Johnson, the walk-on three-point shooter's out there for the Hokies. Maybe they could try him, because everybody else is 0 for 8 to start this game. Going for the steal is Green. Roberts on the long three. Swishes it home.
And that's the one time the over-aggressiveness by Eric Green cost them, because with him missing the steal, he opened up an opportunity for Reed to get the ball right back to Roberts, who was able to step up and knock down another three.
6 3-pointers for the Eagles, none so far for the Hokies, as Green, another running one-hander, is in.
But you got to love the fact, hey, he knew he made a mistake on the last possession. He comes back, hey, guys, I cost us 3. I'll go get us 2 just to make sure we can stay close in this game.
Game high 13 for Green. And under a minute now for the Eagles. Forced 3, and another one for Georgia Southern. My goodness.
Now 7 3-pointers in the first half for Georgia Southern. And out of their 33 points, 21 of them have come from behind the three-point line. The question is, can they maintain this throughout the second half?
Go for the last shot here. Shot clock off, under 15 seconds for Green. Paddling against Bussey, waiting for 9. Here it is. Green will drive. Ball loose, though. And Georgia Southern with a break to Roberts. And is it a foul or is it out of bounds?
I believe they got the foul, and Roberts would have an opportunity to go to the free throw line with 1.8 to be able to push this up. But look at the great pass by Reed. And Reed maybe could have taken it himself, but that's his personality. He's an unselfish guy, a true point guard. He wants to get his other guys going, understanding that, hey, if he can get Roberts a basket or the free throw line, this guy's already been hot, he can keep him going.
64% on the season from the line for Roberts. This is unfamiliar territory for the Hokies.
Especially here in Castle Coliseum, where they've been great all year, and they always have this tremendous home court advantage. But you have to give the credit to Georgia Southern and, of course, Coach Young for coming in and having his guys prepared as to how they needed to attack Virginia Tech. And they've been successful at doing it so far, with a lot of help from Roberts behind that three-point line.
He has matched the 13 from Green, and now he has a game-high 14. The largest lead at 8. 1.8 on the clock, so a possibility for some sort of shot from Virginia Tech here to end the half. Green just inside half court. Doesn't go, and what a first half for